Your courses will require you to use a multitude of resources in order to complete your assignments. But before you can do that, you need to understand the types of materials that are available and how to use them for an academic assignment. This brief video will introduce you to the concept of understanding the value of information, its various dimensions, as well as the importance of the concept of authority and how we apply it to publications. Understanding that information has value. It's not just about identifying and understanding different types of sources, or being able to differentiate between popular and scholarly publications. It's about understanding the value of information and its varying dimensions, specifically as a commodity, a means of education, influence, and as a sense-making tool. Information is all around us, which can be overwhelming. In an ideal world, the sole purpose of information is to inform people about varying perspectives of a given topic or issue. This is why critical thinking is vital, and why you must ask questions of everything you read and everything you write. When evaluating the authority of a piece, you need to ask questions like, who is the author? Are they an expert in their field? What makes them an expert? Educational attainment, professional experience, their social position or unique experiences? Who is it that's speaking and whose voice is missing? It's important to remember that authority is constructed and contextual. Individuals and groups give it meaning. Get in the habit of looking up the names of the authors you are reading. Critically evaluate what you are reading. What is the author arguing? How are they supporting their arguments? What evidence are they using? Is it balanced? Are all perspectives being represented or considered, or are they relying on a particular school of thought and ignoring all other points of view? How is your understanding of a text influenced by your predispositions or existing worldviews? As a university student, you must remember that not all information is freely available. Have you ever hit a paywall when trying to read an article using Google or Google Scholar? Have you ever noticed that if you search that same article title using the library's general search, you have full access to the full-text PDF? That's because the information is published in a subscription journal that your tuition pays for you to have access to. You have access because of your status as a member of the university community. This is an example of information being privileged and its commodification. Levels of authority. This is important. Always remember that an argument is only as strong as the authority of the sources supporting it. Throughout your university career, you will use textbooks, encyclopedias, and dictionaries to assist you in understanding a topic. But when completing your assignment, you will notice that your professors place an emphasis on having you use peer-reviewed journal articles and academic books. This is because these types of publications go through a rigorous editorial process, whereby they are expert materials written and reviewed by experts within a particular field. Textbooks, encyclopedias, and dictionaries are not considered academic texts. These types of texts take what is known as a result of original research and explain or define complex ideas using accessible language. These types of texts are meant to help you understand difficult theories and concepts to enhance your learning. You may be asking, if they aren't academic, then why are they useful? One thing we forget to tell students is that it's okay for you not to understand what you are reading the first time you encounter it, especially academic texts. These materials are written by experts for experts, and you are not the intended audience. You are in university to start the journey towards becoming an expert. Use these texts to help you understand the complex ideas and findings being presented in journal articles and academic books. The scope of these texts tends to be very narrow, and sometimes their specificity does not allow for an overall picture of a particular topic. Expert texts assume that the reader has knowledge of the disciplinary landscape and that they do not need to explain the minutiae. Throughout your university education, remember to be an active reader and consumer of information, constantly assessing the value of the information you encounter. Ask questions of what you are reading. Assess the argument, the research question, the veracity of the sources they use. Think about the purpose of the piece and what it adds to the scholarly conversation.